This is Dr. David Schein, and welcome to Business Law 101. So this is a much debated issue, this doctrine of separation of power. People pass the law, the executive is the president, enforces the law, and then judges make a decision if the other two get into a conflict. So this is something that you certainly can take a look at. And so one of the issues that comes up is when the judges have a right to make decisions and undo legislative decisions that have been made. And so there are different types of legislation. I hesitated a minute ago on another slide, and I said, we have statutes that are passed by Congress or by the states. Then we have ordinances, are usually by municipalities, and then we have codes. I'm very close to codes. I had a major fire. I'm speaking from my law office on Heights Boulevard. Sadly, about 4 years ago, we had a major fire here, and because the house was so badly damaged, the city of Houston and Harris County got involved, and things had to be built back to certain codes for electrical, air conditioning, construction, and so forth. And so I can tell you that those codes have as much power over what you do as anything else. So we have a lot of interpretation of legislation. Usually the courts are doing this. So there's a list here, but it doesn't at the top say when you're interpreting legislation, usually this is done either by administrative agencies. Environmental Protection Agency is a good example. We will be doing a chapter on environmental towards the end of the course, and also by the courts. And so the courts tend to defer to the administrative agencies. And so this is something that's very significant. And there's a lot of controversy about whether these non-elected bureaucrats should be making the decisions that they make as they affect our business lives. So one of the things is that if it is something that is across state lines, the federal government legislates it. And so there is certainly a movement afoot to say the federal government should do less. In fact, one of the specific areas as we speak from higher education is that there seems that education at the local level was certainly something that many of us grew up with, and it has changed to being a state and federally dominated. So perhaps we'll see some movement back in the other direction. But in terms of commerce between the states, the federal government gets involved in that. Now, certain state legislatures work to adopt uniform laws. One of the areas that we will be directly studying here in this course is the Uniform Commercial Code, UCC, which contains numerous articles that relate to how business does business across the United States. And with the exception of the state of Louisiana, most states have adopted a very similar form of the Uniform Commercial Code, and the states can do business across state lines by compact, by agreement across the different lines.